guys, Victoria again. Let's do a quick reading on messages for the new moon. So it could be this new moon coming up right now if you're watching when I post, or it could be the next new moon in the next cycle. So whenever you are watching this. So angels, ancestors of the collective watching this, what do the viewers here need to know in regards to the new moon? I was almost going to say full moon. So maybe some of you have been doing a practice from full moon to new moon, or there's something here where you set an intention from like the last full moon, and there's going to be something coming in as this cycle, because I'm getting it's like a cycle, right? Moon cycle. So there's some type of like cycle on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Long term, an opportunity can turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. Whoa, okay. So you guys are definitely doing like some money manifestations, or you're really trying to get into your bag right now. You are taking initiative. I feel like some of you are actually taking that step to inquire about a raise, inquire about a new position, inquire about an open position, inquire about, so something that's like you're actually like putting these steps. It's like you're making it known to whatever field that you're in. If there's a person above you, if you have like a supervisor, or even if this is just like, I'm just getting like there's someone above. Some of you could even work in the food industry, or you could be like a chef. I'm hearing even pastry chef. Some of you might be pastry chef. I'm seeing ratatouille. So maybe you guys are being really guided right now. Like you are feeling like literally guided. Like I'm literally like Remy on top of the kid's head, right? It's like giving him directions, telling him, or not telling him, but literally, I'm getting like a marionette. So it's almost like you are being put in a position right now, or you have been put in a position that maybe you feel like you've been taking control a lot over, or words. Maybe you feel like there has been a lot of people that have tried to have a lot of control over you, or maybe you just feel very controlled in the environment that you're in. Maybe you're feeling micromanaged. Maybe there is a manager that you are just trying to get away from, or you're maybe trying to transfer to a different department, something here like that. Oh my gosh, my eyes are starting to burn right now. They were not doing that earlier. What the heck? Maybe, oh my gosh, I don't know why my eyes are burning right now. Maybe some of y'all need to go to the eye doctor. Maybe this is something that you're literally going to be crying over. You feel like very accomplished over, or it's going to be something that's like, maybe you guys reached a milestone with something, or there's like a milestone that's about to be reached. This is very career driven though, because this deck is not just specifically career. This is not just specifically a career deck. Yeah, it has other stuff in it. So this is very career focused. You guys could also be doing like scripting during this new moon. So be very specific in asking what you want, or really just like not even asking. I feel like this is more like some of you guys could have actually even be like petitioning, or there is something here where you are writing as if you, what is it, the law of attraction. It's like you're calling in, but you're already feeling like you're in it. So it's like, even if you haven't gotten this promotion, it's like you're in the energy of like receiving it, or receiving these funds, or receiving, some of you guys might actually be getting like some unexpected income, because I'm getting like there is going to be some money coming in, but it feels like you're maybe even some of you are getting if you guys, what is it called? Like divorce. If you guys have recently separated or divorced, so you're getting like certain, like your shares from that. Or you're marrying into a situation and both of you are very successful. So there is like your guys' joint incomes is very comfortable. It's very steady. But this feels more like you are, it's like you've committed to this like not project, or maybe it's a project at work. Maybe you've committed to this path that you're on. So if you are like, say you're studying for a specific, maybe you're doing a specific major or something here, it's like this is what you want to do, this is what you want to do. Like this feels like this is your calling. This is why you're not taking no for an answer. It's like you're doing every step, like in those movies where the character would be like cutting out clippings of like these job postings. They would be calling these like supervisors. It's like you're on top of it. You're constantly putting yourself out there, but in a way where it shows, like, I'm getting that quote too. It's like, dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. So it's like you could be someone who dresses like, I feel like it's almost like you are outgrowing the position that you're in. Or you've outgrown this position that you're in, or you've outgrown this job that you're at. You've outgrown this yeah, it's position. I just feel like you have like this goal in mind, or like there's this specific place that you envision yourself at. And maybe you had to teach yourself to get a little bit more vocal about it, or you are someone who is very, like, you've always been very vocal about it, and now it's like, now you're starting to see some, like, maybe you've been getting callbacks or you're actually getting some type of answers. Because I feel like maybe if you were in the past were asking about like a raise or asking about, a different job, it's like I feel like you weren't getting clear answers, and now there's a lot more clarity that's coming through for you. So there's going to be clarity around this new moon. You're going to be discovering something about your job. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. So yeah, you're definitely outgrown this position here. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move. Maybe even some of you have like a presentation that you're giving, because like I saw a PowerPoint right now. So maybe some of you are doing like or holding a conference. I don't know. There's something here where you're giving some type of presentation. Maybe you're doing like an interview, or you're sitting down with like it feels almost like you're in an interview room or a conference room, and you're talking to people in your field, in your company, your managers, your supervisors. There's something here or you're just interviewing for a position. Maybe some of you are even doing, like, I'm hearing recruitment. So maybe you're talking to a recruiter. Or again, you could be going from one department to another. So it's like if you were in, the management, maybe you moved to like quality, or you moved to like, maybe you're in like a different, like maybe you do HR, or maybe you are in some type of, what else? Clerical? I don't know. All I know is that this is like you are ready to make a step up in your career. There's advancement. It's advancement. You've outgrown what you're in now. Okay, let's pull some cards here, because I'm just repeating the same thing for 10 minutes. Oh my God. Okay. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know What does a viewer here watching this video, what do they need to know for the new moon? And in regards to this career move that they're doing, because, my goodness. What does the collective here need to know around the time of the full moon? One more, please. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So this could be a competitive field. Like this, you have the Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. You're very direct with your ideas. I feel like you're very, again, it's like you're very, some of you could come off as a little bit pushy, but it's like you're very bold, you're blunt, you're direct in the way that you express your ideas, or the way that you express things that you would do differently in a company, or how you would change certain aspects of like your work. I don't know. It's like you really take initiative. You take your job very seriously. You are, some of you might be Capricorn because this is just very like you're very focused on work. You're very career driven. You are someone who is some of you might make a little bit, there could be a perception from certain managers for some of you that you make kind of like hasty decisions, or there are like you take big risks, but I feel like they have like the results that come from them are actually very good. Like the risks that you take, they have reward to them. But I feel like there is this almost like this nervousness around your energy. Oh, hold on, I see a little bit of like maybe you make management a little bit. This is almost giving me like if you are like Gen Z and you have like a boomer management or something, like there's almost like this, there's a little bit of wariness because you do things in a very different way than what is normally done, but it garners good results, it garners positive results. So it's like they can't, it's almost like they're almost a little bit wary of they don't understand your work style, but they appreciate and they respect like the hustle, the hard work. And I feel like they do actually learn from you a little bit. So if you do have, I feel like some of you guys, if you are younger and you have like older coworkers, you guys actually get along with them very well. Or vice versa, if you're an older coworker, you get along very well with like your younger coworkers. There's something about you that is, you like if you give manager vibes, but I don't know if you are a manager or not. Or maybe you're a lead or a leader, or you are some type of like, I don't know, maybe you have like a higher authority over something. I don't know, maybe you are on some type of hierarchy when it comes to like positions at work, but it's like you're climbing that ladder, you're climbing up, you're moving upwards. So a lot of you actually are going to be getting a promotion. Congrats. But this is like you really like you have to keep putting that effort in, because it's like, okay, so for some of you, you might actually have been like denied. I don't know if this is like a position, this might only resonate for like a couple of you, but if this is a position that you've already applied for and you were rejected and now you're kind of like wondering if you should do it again because maybe you're interviewing with the same group of people, still go for it, do it, because this has the ability, like you have shown through your work efforts how much of a strong employee and how much of a strong individual you are. Like you are someone who actually is, it's not so much that you take your work, I don't think that you're so much of a workaholic in the sense of you don't have work-life balance, but I feel like when you are at your job, you give 110%, you give your all. You are someone who is, you just go for it, and it's like I'm just seeing the Energizer Bunny. It's like you have, your energy is never, like you are the go-getter. Even like the Knight of Wands, like that's the fastest knight, right? You could be You could be someone who really gives your opinion. Maybe you are that employee, like if you guys have like meetings or something like that, you are that person that like asks questions, or you actually go into, like, you like to go more into what's being discussed, and maybe it's like, maybe the people around you are like, oh my gosh, don't ask any more questions. Or it's like you are the person that will walk up to the manager and ask, like, or just tell them how you think that something should be done, or if something's not working well, if something was put in place and it's not working well, like you're someone that is going to tell them. So I feel like all of this could be happening around the new moon, or it could be the full moon. I know this isn't new moon predictions, but I did say the full moon at the beginning of this reading. So this almost feels like maybe this is going to be starting. Maybe you're going to start scripting, or you're going to really start this, maybe your interview is going to happen after the new moon, or like you're going to ask, or you're going to talk. Maybe some of you, your management is even on vacation and you don't have the chance to talk to them now. But there's something here where it's like between the next cycle of new moon to full moon, there's going to be this shift in your career. As long as you are putting it on the table, as long as you are putting in that initiative, as long as you are stepping up to the plate, and as long as you're actually like making sure that, not making sure, what is, how I'm supposed to say this? Holy Spirit. It's almost like as long as you make sure you don't let outside factors, or even what your coworkers or what your management have said in the past, kind of keep you from, you know, putting in that application, keep you from saying that you want, like saying the raise that you think you deserve. You know, maybe you lowball yourself in certain aspects. So maybe you actually need to be, it says get serious about what you want. So be serious with yourself about what it is, like what you think your work is worth right now, you know, and how it is that you're going to approach them. Because I feel like you just, like, you don't have an issue approaching. It's more of like, this feels a little bit like hesitation, because maybe for some of you, like this was something that was rejected in the past, or you didn't get it in the past, or it was something that was brushed off in the past. But I feel like this time around, Spirit is letting you know that there is going to be like an actual long-term change for this. So this could be something that is really beneficial to you, as long as you don't let that last rejection or last failure keep you from attempting again, you know. Okay, so final advice here. They do value your input. The people in your work, they value your input a lot. They really do. Like, I feel like they value you as a person, your perspective, they like the way that you see the job. So again, if you are someone where you work in a work environment with people who are, or maybe I feel like you're just kind of like an oddball out. So I don't know if it's like you are younger employee in a group of like a lot of older employees, or you're an older employee in a group of a lot of younger employees, or there's something here like maybe you are more progressive and there's a lot of like conservative people. I don't know, there's something here where it's like there is this kind of like oil and water type of energy, but you break that barrier because you do have synergy with the people in your area. Like it's good vibes. Like you are someone who you're just very driven. I feel like there might be a little bit of a wall up with you. Like if you go into work, you're like, I'm not here to make friends. I do appreciate, like, you express your gratitude, you express like you're very kind, you're very gracious, but there's something here where it's like people know that you mean business, and when you clock out, you're clocked out. When you're clocked out, you're clocked out. So final advice here for the collective: keep saying your ideas, keep throwing your ideas out there. Even in this competitive field, don't let the competition again, keep you from applying, or maybe there's something here where someone here is, you know, feeling like they don't want to apply because maybe there's another employee who has a lot more experience, or they have like a better resume, or, you know, maybe the management favors them or something. I don't know. But even if you say, okay, so say you do an interview, right? You put your demands. Maybe if that is a rejection to you, at least I feel like Spirit is letting you know, like, if that first one is a rejection, you know now what your value is, you know what you're worth, and you know that you're not going to be lowballed. So the door for the next position, the next interview, the next opportunity is going to present itself for you. So you have that confidence and you have that assurity, so that when you do walk in the right time, in the right place, wherever it may be, whoever it is that you're talking to, it's going to be a very, like, there's going to be success here. You are accelerating. They're not accelerating. You are, I mean, yeah, you are accelerating. Maybe this is going to be something that happens pretty quickly. Or I just feel like you are climbing up the ladder here. You really are. You're ascending. Ooh. Sorry. Stomach pain. Maybe some of you are cramping. Cramping right now, or maybe someone here is about to, it's not a period cramp, but maybe someone here is menstruating. If you have menstrual cycles, maybe this is for someone who has like a lot of digestive issues, or maybe it's just like you're just very nervous, like, not to be TMI, but like maybe you get nervous shits or something. Maybe you get like really nervous before interviews. Do the work, take a divinely guided change. You guys are being divinely guided. I'm telling you, I seen Remy the rat, controlling that guy, cooking. So do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Right here. Divinely guided change. Oh my gosh. Please know, whatever rejection you have faced, or whatever rejection that you are facing right now, is God's protection. You've heard that before. Rejection is God's protection. That's what's coming through. Like, there is something on the table for you. Ooh, and there's something on the table for you. There's something that is meant for you. There's a plate being served to you. There is something that is being presented to you. This is going to be something that's filling. Like, think of like food, right? Like something that is going to nourish you. It's going to feel so fulfilling. It's going to, for some of you, this could be a relocation in a more stable environment, like in an actual like physical location. So maybe for some of you, you actually get maybe you feel it's more stable, like in the sense of like home security. So maybe some of you are actually going to do like remote work, or some of you do remote work, or you're moving into a remote work position, or there's something here where you're going to a more secured building. So I don't know if this is like you're going to get like a card where you have to scan in, and to like the doors are locked. I don't know. This is like a position where it's like very, it's like a stable security. Sorry, that was coming through randomly, but that's what came through. Okay. Back to this. Consistently working on your priorities to make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Yeah, so it's like, don't let these rejections or the rejections of the past keep you from speaking up about what you deserve, about what you want, about the ideas that you have, right? Because I feel like your ideas are things that can take you very far. You're a very creative person. You have a lot of great ideas for the field that you're in. What does this one say? Take a divinely guided change. So this says, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk. What did I say? You are someone who does take risks. So this is not going to be a problem for you. And you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. This is all, it's like Spirit has now put you in the position But I feel like this is like both of you. You guys have really been working together. So you've been working with Spirit. Spirit's been working with you to get you at the point that you are now. Ooh, little bug. To get you at the point that you are now. And there could be people who are making snide comments, but I feel like that's very few, very few. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So yes, like I said, you've already outgrown this position that you're in. You've outgrown this situation. You could even possibly have outgrown this environment. And it's not in a negative way. It's not a negative feeling. There's no ill will. There's no nasty regard for anyone here. It's just a very like, you are meant to move on to a different position. You are meant to move on to a higher position. You are meant to climb that ladder. Your table is meant to be filled. It's meant to be full. It's meant to have a full spread. And I feel just keep speaking your truths, keep speaking up about your ideas and about what you please forgive me. Keep speaking up your truths about your ideas going on in this company or this field. You know, I'm just going to stop because I keep repeating myself and the same message is coming through. I would say you might be a little bit feisty at times, so try not to be so... It's like kind of keep your cards close over the people. So if you are someone who is doing like, let's go back to the PowerPoint thing. So if you are someone who has like a presentation or you have like a whole thing prepared, it's almost like Spirit wants you to keep that quiet rather than tell a lot of like, rather than tell other coworkers, or because maybe there's someone here who hasn't applied for a position yet and they're kind of like, they might listen to your ideas or might listen to what you say and then incorporate that into their own interview and try to get that position. So there could be one or two people around that have that mentality. Who is this? Who is this that is trying to... Oh, I just heard doesn't matter. Okay, so I guess that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who it is because like the position, it's meant for you, for whatever, regardless if it is meant to be a stepping stone for you to get into that higher position, or if it's a rejection that finally like makes things click and be like, okay, I've outgrown this place. I need to move elsewhere. I need to find something else that fits what I deserve and what I need right now in life, right? Because it could be like maybe you literally have outgrown even in a financial aspect. It doesn't have to be just like mentally. Like maybe you literally like cannot afford to be working at this place anymore. You have to find like you need more money. Like maybe you're busting your ass, you're working a lot, and it's like you're doing more and you need that money. So it's like if they're not going to work with you, then you're going to have to look elsewhere. So that's the energy that's coming through for you guys. I hope that was helpful. I hope it was entertaining at the very least if it wasn't helpful. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or evening wherever you're at, and you stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed, and that you're treated as you treat others. Bye guys.